Hi, this is Josh with Vunetrix. Today we're going to go over reporting functionalities of Vunetrix. So let me log into the system here. So you can see, I'm just going to show you the dashboard real quick on what we're reporting on. So here's all the sensors on my individual dashboard. So the video server, if I grab that particular piece, it's going to grab all of its subdirectories for a report. But you can pull individual sensors if you want. So to do a report, let me pull up to the report here. Let me go add a report. Let's name this test. Then we select a template file. We're going to go graph only 1 hour interval. You can choose what you want, graphs and tables. Tables, we're going to give you the data like write times, individual bandwidth by minutes. For me, I just want a graph right now. If you wanted to do on a report schedule, every hour, every week, every month, you'd pull it here and say, what day do you want that? Do you want it Fridays? Do you want it sent by report, or just save it to the disk, save report, and send it by email? For me, I'm just going to do it on run interactive on demand only. So let me scroll down here a little bit. I want the previous period, not the current week. So I want the previous week in this particular report. Any introduction or footer comments that you'd want to add to it. If you're going to send this out to your team or whatnot, maybe you'd add some comments. So guards and Vunetrix users group, do they have rights to this? So none. But if you wanted to give your individual user groups individual rights, you could do that here. Let me hit continue. Now I add the sensors. Back when I was saying about the dashboard, if I add the entire video server here in Seattle, it's going to add all those subdirectories. But you could add individual sensors. So if you were trying to do a particular report around bandwidth around certain cameras to show your internal IT team, for instance, you can do that. So now I just hit go to all reports. I can go down to my test report here, click test. I want to review it as an HTML, and I want the previous period, last week. Do I want to view, and so the other things you can do is you create and store as a PDF file. So it just stores it locally. Just be careful with that because that can add a lot of storage if you're doing like every hour storing PDF files. Or you can just create a PDF file and send it by email. So that's when you'd want to be able to send an email like out to a particular team member or yourself. So I'm going to click Run Report. This is going to put an HTML document together to present here. And you could also print this HTML document as well in PDF. But this is going to basically display all the sensors for the week period that we designated. For instance, CPU load, memory, ping times, those type of things. And you can create this around just a health check or around a particular incident. So if you had a crash or something happened on your network and you wanted to run a report around that, you could do that here. So it allows you to really document everything that was happening on your network at that time and build a report on that. So while this summarizes, I'm going to pause the video and then come back. So here we go. Here's our report. So this is the core probe health. That's just the overall health of the server. So basically the up and down times of it. I restarted the main box a few times. That's what you're going to see there. But getting down to the nitty gritty, here we have disk write times. So this is going to basically give you your disk free over the last week, 68%. And it's going to just really give you some of that compliance. I won't go into a lot of details on this, but because you get the gist of it, of what the reporting capabilities are. But memory over the last week, things like CPU load, and then it kind of gives you the summary over the last month as well, and the smaller graph, watching the application, the video service in the background, temperature of the server, fan speeds. This is all stuff on the individual server, so you can see that up in here, what we're looking at. Voltage of the server. So let me get down and just show you a couple more things before we close up. The ping time. So here's bandwidth of a particular camera. If you see some downtime here, this usually isn't a good thing. Here, this is our lab, so we bring in cameras up and down. But if this is on your network, this can be a clear indication that you've had some significant downtime. And you see these gaps or the red of being able to indicate that. But I was at a show last week, and you can see it was 13 megabits at one point for by bandwidth, and I can look right at the date. So that's reporting functionalities of Vunetrix. Feel free to contact me at Vunetrix, info@vunetrix.com. Thanks, and I'll see you again real soon.